Hey! Hey Google, stop playing music.
Hey?
Hey Google, stop playing music.
Got to shut down Google. I just did the same thing.
Dude. There's a reason why Monday is launch day, because shit's gonna take off.
It's about to get real, is it?
Shit's gonna take off. I was just texting with Mike about everything.
Oh, nice. What did he say?
He was kind of saying, you know what, let's just do it together. Like, let's record it, let's do it together. Let anyone that wants to do it, let's build it out.
Yes.
So, anyone that's got Skool, things are gonna get pretty fun.
Yeah, I actually I just got your link in here, bud. So it's time. I'm getting in there tonight.
Microgreens Mike.
Microgreens Mike.
Our special guest for tomorrow night.
Tomorrow night.
Tomorrow night.
Yes, sir.
It's gonna be good.
Right on. That's awesome.
I'm looking forward to the conversation. Mike.
Okay, hang on. Give me a second here. I'm not very happy with my situation here. Uno momento, señor.
All right. Well, Ashby's just getting settled in. Yeah, Jenna, we got started early because Mr. Mike got me all jacked up today. Not to be mistaken with Microgreens Mike. Microgreens Mike gets me jacked up every day, but Mr. Gowns got me going after watching the rest of that call. I know, Mike, you were on there. What did you think of the whole last half an hour of that call today? Yo, Heather! What's up? Heather, your video today, like, there just seems to be something shifting in you. You were way more confident. There was way more energy behind you, and you seemed way more confident. Is that accurate?
Oh, I didn't see her video. Now I want to see it.
It was a good one. She was just giving a shout out, but just, you got to watch the video and just don't look necessarily for the content. The content's good too, but I'm talking about just her. There's something different. There's something shifting.
It's funny that you say that because I said that to her the other day.
Yeah. You know what time it is.
Poll time.
Poll time. Right up there. Hit the poll.
Let's see what we got cooking here today.
I'm a big poll guy. Thank you, Jenna. Live goal achieved. Woot. Woot, woot.
I thought there might be an option for just the love. Like, just the love. That's it.
What do you mean, just the love?
That would be my my community answer.
Oh, I see what you say.
I'm all about the love.
Tamara, welcome.
Tamara.
What's the date today?
15er.
15th.
15er. You bet.
A month? No, wait. There's 29 days in February this year. So 17. A month and 2 days from now, I may have met the one, the only Canadian.
Oprah.
Tamara, yeah.
Yes, that's exciting.
Yeah.
I'm a little jealous. I'd be lying if I said I wasn't a little jealous.
Oh, thanks, Scott. Yes, feeling so much more solid in me and where I'm headed. That's awesome, Heather. That's really good to hear. Hello! That's very Oprah-esque. Tamara, hello!
Hello!
Jenna, you are such a rule breaker all the time. Man. 1K likes. Keep it going. Whoa! We're at 1.3 already. Oh! Microgreens.
604.
Man, I gotta start eating microgreens if microgreens Mike gets us to 1,000 that fast. Like
Yeah,
that's
man, he's doing something right.
can't wait to see you and Mel. So is Mel actually gonna come meet up with us? Eric tapping that screen like a madman. Thanks, buddy.
Eric,
Eric,
you're a dog, man. Appreciate you.
maybe I'd just take a second because we usually do this with people that kind of roll in and support us. They're kind of the newbies on the block. But Eric, I think this is his second night now. I think he showed up for the first time last night. Eric
Nice.
is a part of the Make Ones community. Really interesting. I saw his post in the community this morning. I kind of put a, thankful Thursday gratitude post out this morning just to help people with their mindset starting the day. Kind of
Yeah.
talking about the pursuit of happiness story. And Eric jumped on there and had a pretty interesting response. So I'm looking forward to getting to know Eric a little bit more.
Sure.
Hey,
Yeah. Good to have you, Eric. And Tina. Tina, how are you today?
yeah. Okay, Tamara, she better. Yes, she better. We'll have to work that out. We got the Mark in the room too.
Mark, the one and only. Good to see you, Mark.
My neighbor. Okay, so we're gonna jump into it. We're almost at 2K already, so keep smashing that screen. Let's get some people into the room that haven't seen our community yet so that we can start making a positive impact on more people's lives. Real quick, I'm just gonna hit a quick update because
Oh yeah, yeah.
everyone knows I'm working this week, so I'm not getting a lot done. But today was my Friday. I'm off Friday, Saturday, Sunday, Monday. Already announced
Yes.
last night, and I think the night before I mentioned the live-a-thon. So starting Saturday, because I'm going to use tomorrow to get prepared for it, but starting Saturday, it's going to be live like as much as I possibly can. I do have a family dinner Saturday, early evening, so I'm still going to make this live cast. But I do got to spend a couple hours with the family because my brother's driving up from 6 hours away. So I got to go and hang out with them for a little bit. But live-a-thon all weekend long. Come hang out with me. It's going to be a work with me, but I am going to be teaching stuff too. I'm not going to tell you what. I'm not necessarily going to tell you when. You have to watch my stories. Keep checking in whenever you can. Be awesome to see you guys over the weekend. If you guys are working on stuff, absolutely jump in. Let's work together. Let's bounce ideas off of each other. I'm up for anything.
Shit, yeah. I'll be stopping in to see you. You know I'll be there.
Yeah, you will. But I'm more excited, like if it's even possible, I am more excited to talk about this next thing. It's going to be the first time, the inaugural guest interview here on the live cast. So on the Monetized Life LIVEcast, we are having our first guest for an interview tomorrow night, and that is our favorite Mike here in the community, the Microgreens Mike. He is here
Microgreens
tonight,
Mike.
so we're super pumped to have you, man.
I'm looking forward to it, man. He's got a lot to share for sure. Eric said, let's go, man.
Let's rock and roll. So
Microgreens Mike will be a riot.
absolutely. Him and I were going back and forth in some messages today just to get prepared for it. We're going to be kicking off same time tomorrow night. Mike will be on here. We're going to hear his story, get some Q&A, anything you guys want to pick Mike's brain on. Make sure you're here tomorrow night at 8 o'clock Eastern, 7 o'clock Central, 6 o'clock where you and I are from. Real quick before we move on, because the poll finished. So the results are 50% for networking and collabs. First, maybe I should say the question was, what do you enjoy most about community? So 50% of people said networking and collabs, 25% said learning and development, C was support and motivation.
And if there was a D, it was going to be just jumping on here and bullshitting with y'all, and that would have been my choice. But I picked a different one. Go ahead, Scott.
Nope, D was already selected by Jenna, and she said all the above. Because Jenna likes to break the rules.
Yeah, she does.
She fucks up all my polls because she makes her own rules.
All of the above.
She's the one that came up with the idea, so.
That's right. Yeah.
Yeah.
You're right. She says, nope, D is mine. Sorry, Jenna. I missed you there.
Okay, so we talked about Microgreens Mike coming tomorrow night to be the first guest on the live cast. We talked about the live-a-thon. I am still launching on Monday, so that's what the live-a-thon is leading up to. And I'm going to make my first offer tonight here on the livecast.
Get out.
But not just yet. First off, let's hit the comments because I see a bunch coming in here. Let's play catch up.
All right.
Okay. First time on a live on my laptop. This is odd. I need my phone to keep text open for my daughters. That's from Tamara.
Tamara.
You have to let us know how you like it. Look at you two with the fresh haircuts. Looking good, guys. This is actually grown out for me, believe it or not, Tina.
Yeah.
Tomorrow, I'm probably going to get it trimmed up.
I could use a trim, for sure.
But thank you, Tina.
But yes, thank you. Thank you very much.
Eric says, let's go. Tamara says, okay, livecast gurus, how do I tap the screen like when I'm on a laptop? You know what? Just keep touching the screen. Let's see if it works.
Don't break it, though. Just gently. Yeah.
I'll be working on this all Saturday because Grandma is coming to save me. She's getting a break. She's getting some... You might be able to heal some of your bruises, too. Honored to be the first Microgreens Mike. No. The honor is all ours. Woot woot. Let's hear from the greatest microgreen man ever.
Yes, you damn right.
Dang, I can't see the polls on my laptop either. What the hell? Grr.
We got
Tamara's
laptop issues. Laptop issues out in Ontario.
So pretty soon here, I haven't scrolled further down, but it sounds like Tamara's trending towards large green Tamara, like hulking out, not micro.
Oh, yeah.
Anyway, nope, D is mine, all the above. You can have E. If all fails, select C. This is what's got me through every exam from Heather. Eric says,
Atta girl.
Eric says, can't wait. Love a good interview. Man, we're looking forward to it too. Courtney's in the house. Hey, Courtney. Gotta be looking spiffy for the marathon lives. Yeah, I'm gonna get trimmed up. I missed the poll. You did miss the poll. Hulk Green Tamara. What the hell? No. Me no likey. Tamara smash. Okay. I'm gonna make her very mad, so let's just move on. But tonight, the topic that we were going to talk about is pretty interesting because today, how many people just in the comments below give me a thumbs up? Tell me how many people were on the Build Lab call tonight or this afternoon with Mike, this morning, I guess. Who was on that call? Because it was pretty funny because there was a lot of good stuff through the call, but the last half an hour just took off. And it was a total banger. Thumbs up. We got Eric, we got Microgreens, not Tamara.
Tamara, I missed it too, so this is gonna be news to me as well.
And I flippin' loved it, says Jen.
I always miss the good stuff.
It was a charge up. Tamara, Mike's uploaded the video to YouTube, so I'm happy to send you the link so you can see what we're talking about. But really, it's like the last half hour, maybe 40 minutes, where he really started diving into Skool. And I don't know if you guys remember, I think it was last night when I mentioned on the live cast that I was going to be talking about community here right away. And I already had this topic selected. And just so you guys know what I kind of did in the background, if you guys remember last night, I talked about, content creation from going live all the way through to pushing it through your community to refine it, and then the whole cycle back, right? Community and live, live is my number one focus, but community is a close second, and it has been. But today, after listening to Mike, it was yep, this is it. This is it for sure. So I had created this topic for tonight, but I've also created a 201. If this is 101, I've already got a 201. Just like we did personal branding part 1, personal branding part 2, that all kind of connects together on a horizontal. But this community thing, I was already thinking this is 101. The other piece that I have pulled together is already 201. So I've already got something there, and we'll we'll figure out how we want to share that with you guys, but let's jump into kind of this 101 talk about building community and why it's important. Okay?
Let's get after it, man. You guys got me all jacked up. It wasn't just you that was fired up on this one. Sounds like even Eric, Microgreens Mike, Jenna, they said it was a banger, man.
It was awesome. It was a really good one. We've got Britt in the room now too. How's it going, Britt?
I'm gonna have to watch this replay. Britt, what's happening, girl?
Okay, so what do we always do first after the poll?
Quote.
Boom! There you are. High five. High
Daddy's
five.
on fire today, bam.
Oh, there you go. Okay, so this one I think is very fitting, and it comes from Helen Keller, and it says, "Alone we can do so little; together we can do so much." So I think that's just such a good representation of what community is all about. So that one stood out for me. But maybe I'm going to do a quick poll. So happy face, you know what Skool is. Sad face, you've never heard of Skool. And to be clear, Skool means Skool, not school that we all went to from K to 9.5 for me. But most people go to 12 in Canada. But yeah, who has heard of Skool? Smiley face if you've heard of it, sad face if you have not.
So I did check the smiley face, but I'm still new to Skool. Like I think I've been on there maybe a week and a half or so. Like hasn't been a long time, but man, it's quite the platform, isn't it?
Yeah, and I had never heard of Skool until I signed up for Pocket Coaching. Oh fuck, I forgot to do my offer, but we'll come to that at the end. Anyway,
you got to get used to this. You got to be making more offers, is what that means.
I know. Okay. That's a teaching moment for me. So most people have heard of Skool 5 to 1, but I had never seen Skool, the platform, until the last, call it 4 or 5 weeks or so. I've enjoyed it. I really liked it as initially a user of, and I like it even more as a I guess community creator. Like I love it. Every morning I go in there, I'm like, how am I going to connect with my community today? And Skool was created by a team, including Sam Ovens, where they felt like there wasn't the right solution in the marketplace for a community like this. I think initially, like in my quick research I did today, it sounds like it was initially meant for like educators, and it's kind of really taken off in the entrepreneurial space. But maybe just in the comments below, I just kind of want to see what you guys think. But tell me what you think some of the benefits are for building a community. Is it like Skillshare? Skillshare, like I've been on Skillshare. I find Skillshare is more of a teaching platform than a community. There's a community element, but Skool has way more of a community element than Skillshare.
I've never even checked out Skillshare, so I'll have to have a look. But
yeah, let's see here. I got someone I know is very active on Skool lately. Yep, that's me. Guelph. I was there for hair school. That's from Courtney. Is it like Skillshare? I wish there was a different name. It gives me flashbacks. Man, Heather, we're gonna have to dive into your school days. Like you're having some real issues there. Loving how active you are in the community, Scott. You're an example of how it's done. Well, thank you very much, Eric.
And I agree too, Eric. This guy's fucking getting after it, man. It's motivating.
But I'm gonna get into more stuff later. But
okay.
I joined Skool on January 6th, and I'm so pumped, says Jenna. Okay, so what are some of the benefits to building a community? Come on, guys. Let's see some answers in the comments. Come on.
The love. The love.
What are some of the benefits to building community? We've talked about them before. Did we hear something?
I don't know.
Oh, you sound different.
I sound different.
Oh, no, you're good now. Accountability, says Eric. Yes. What else? There's a noise in the background. Can you guys hear that? Or is it just me?
I don't hear it, but
How does Skool work? Could I create my own community or join others? Tina, both. There, the sound's gone. Sense of belonging. Yes, Mike. What else? Courtney, it's probably gone now, right? Engagement, networking, learning, accountability. I'm distracted by noise now. It's gone now. Team support, motivation, inspiration. Yes, all of that. Thank you. Thanks, Mike. Sound's gone. Okay, so what I had here was enhanced customer loyalty and retention. So if you've noticed, like I'm putting it like Eric and Ashby just said, I'm putting all of my energy into the community. So that's going to build loyalty and retention with everyone that's in that space, especially if I'm bringing value, especially if it's what they expected from the community. That's a big part of it, is you can't just invite people to join your community and then give them something they never expected. Like if I was telling you guys here, come join the community, it's going to be all about the topics that we talk about here, and then all I did was talk about Marvel movies, I'd probably retain a couple of people that still love Marvel movies, but everyone else would be like, what the fuck? I didn't sign up for this. So it has to be based on the value, I guess, on the promise that you've made to them that the community was going to be all about. It's also a very valuable feedback and co-creation space. So this is what we talked about last night. When you take your content, you get the feedback through your community, cycle it back, figure out the cracks, and then create the next thing that your community needs. Increase brand visibility and organic growth. So the organic growth part is the part that gets me excited. Like if Ashby joins my community today and he really vibes with what I'm talking about and he knows 3 people that are looking to do the same thing, he's going to go tell them. And all of a sudden, I haven't even had to do work and my community is growing.
see, and they set that up super easy too, where it's just like simply click copy the link and you can fire it off to whoever you want it. So it is very user friendly on there.
Yeah, absolutely. What else? What's next? Let me just move down my notes. Better customer support and peer-to-peer help. So this, I call this the Jenna bullet point. She's constantly in the community, offering assistance, offering perspective, offering help, offering suggestions. Like the community almost helps serve each other too, right? And that just builds deeper relationships and opportunities too. Increased resilience against market changes. So if you build loyalty with your community, no matter what's happening in the marketplace, there's a good chance a good chunk of those people are going to stick with you through thick and thin. Okay?
Yeah, for sure.
Any comments on that, Ashby, while I scroll back?
No, not really. I mean, I can just kind of echo everything that you say, but it's this platform being new to me, jumping on Skool. I think it's a really neat setup where you can host courses for someone like yourself. You can put all our replays back on there, so if anybody misses it, they can jump back on and catch up. So it's pretty sweet. I can't think of too much that it's missing. I don't know. Are you going to go into that, or do you
what
feel
it's
like
missing?
Yeah?
Not necessarily. No, not in this. What I've got here, because I've got quite a bit to cover actually. But
Okay.
no, like I think you probably hit the nail on the head there with something that I didn't have written down. So you can host all your courses, training, whether it be a free video, a workshop, low ticket, high ticket, monthly recurring revenue versus one-time payment, all of it can be hosted right there on Skool. So I'll get a little bit more into the call today with Mike and where he took things, but I'm just going to keep moving through this and we'll do that right at the end. Eric says valuable feedback. Absolutely. Like, you guys are telling me what you guys want me to create. Yeah, I have some ideas that I want to test with you guys. But if you guys are paying attention to the community, most times I'm getting what I'm going to talk about and the topics we're going to have on here is coming directly from you guys. Sounds like maintenance. There is some maintenance to be done for sure, Courtney, but I prefer to call it relationship building.
Aw, that's a nice way to spin it. Yeah.
Ha ha ha, because the leaderboard is mine. I love that part of Skool. Yeah, there's a leaderboard that kind of turns it into a bit of a gamification within the community. Irina's in the house.
Irina, how you doing? It's good to see you.
It's so cool they provide a game of providing value and engagement. And you know what, Jenna? I think that the way that the leaderboards are being used today is going to evolve. Like, I think it's going to be a really cool feature that's going to evolve and get real fun. Like, can you imagine if Mike said the top 3 people as of such and such a date are going to have a free ticket to come and spend 3 days with me at my, at this place, and we're just going to crush out everyone's offers and, whatever it happens to be. We're going to go attract, convert, and deliver all weekend long. So I think it could turn things into a pretty fun experience.
That's a sweet idea. Yeah, just to kind of reward your top members,
Maybe that's what I'll do, Ashby. We talked about it. Maybe I'll say, hey, whoever the top 3 people are, we'll get them out to the lake house for 3 days and we'll do the same thing.
Get wild, see the dark side of Scott for a couple days. Hey?
That's it.
Yes, sir.
Get to meet the one, the only Parker.
That's right. Yeah. Your dog's going to be famous.
Yeah, he already is. Okay, so what are the steps to build a community? And like I said, guys, this is 101. I'm going to give you guys the 101, the simple steps today. If you guys enjoy what we're talking about here today, then let me know and we'll go into the 201. We'll go into the next level stuff. But if it's just not for you, that's fine. But the first thing we need to do is we need to figure out how to attract people. Okay, so we know we go on whatever platform we're deciding. Most of us are on TikTok. We've talked about this before where we try to limit how many platforms we're on so we can get really, really dialed in on one platform to attract people into our space, okay? And once we start attracting those people into the space, we need to start sending them somewhere. Some people will send them to a funnel. Some people will send them to a stand store. That's the popular one in the digital marketing space. But what I'm suggesting is you start funneling them towards your community. And there's a lot, we talked about a few of the reasons why, the benefits, but also the other thing to kind of consider here, and what did I do here? No, I'm going to go through why use Skool here in a bit, but basically you want to put them into an environment where everyone can do the collaboration, where you can get that feedback from them on an ongoing basis, where you have a little bit more control over the messaging. Now, we've already talked about, hey, you know what? Skool does cost. It has a cost associated with it. I'm not bringing in any revenue yet. So is there any free options? There are free options and they're better than nothing. But what you're going to do in it, I didn't really think about this until the call today and people started talking about it. But on Facebook, if you're going to use Facebook groups, so number one, I've told this story in here before, but my sister, who's had a business for 15 years as a holistic nutritionist, well known across the entire country. She uses Facebook groups. And just in the last 6 months, she's been telling me that the reach that groups used to have on Facebook is dwindling very fast. So first off, once upon a time, anyone that was in your group would get your notifications right away. So if you have a post, it'll go out to the whole group. Now it's being limited so that they want you to pay to get that reach again. Now, she's also struggled with, and this was brought up in some of the research I did, is when you're on Facebook, it creates distraction. You know, like you might want to engage in a conversation with them, and all of a sudden they see a post from, you know, a family member, or they get a Facebook Messenger notification, and they're out of your group and not paying attention. If they're coming to your school, it is because they want to engage with the material and with the community you're building there. Okay, does that make sense? If it
That
makes
does make sense.
if it makes
Yeah.
sense, thumbs up. Let's see the thumbs up. If you agree, if you disagree, give me a thumbs down. I'd love to hear why. Okay, let me go back here real quick.
So I'm a little out of the loop on Instagram, but do they have any type of like group? Like and that's probably why I don't go on Instagram as much, and that's a big part of it.
They have a feed that people can subscribe to, but I wouldn't call
Okay.
it a community, and it's nowhere near the same functionality. He has us all sit down and watch Marvel movies. Yep, I would make you watch Marvel movies. Agreed. Just made a Facebook group for your community. And Britt, like, I don't want to discourage you. Like, if that's the option you want to take, awesome. Do her next comment is, well, shit. No. It's not shit. It's just go test it for yourself. But I'm going to tell you some of the benefits for other options too. Facebook groups are going to be gone soon. I don't think Facebook groups will be gone. They're just gonna. It's like everything on Facebook. Pages were hot. Then they limited the organic reach on them, so everyone moved to groups. Groups did well for a while. Now they're limiting those, so where are people going to go next? Like we're all in business to make money, and if we're relying on the platforms to get our message out, and they're limiting that, we have to go find where we can get our message out. That's just the way it's going to evolve. So everyone's giving thumbs up, great point, thumbs up, thumbs up. Can I have a middle option? I agree, Skool is the way to go, but if you provide value, they will stay engaged or come back. And I agree with that. When we're talking about community, I think I've said this probably on every live cast we've done. You have to bring value. That is just the given. That's the foundation. Always have to bring value. If you don't bring value and you're using Skool, it's still not going to work. The tool's not going to work unless you are feeding it with the right fuel.
That's right.
You will not be able to go live in them, I think, next month. What? Really, Mike? Do you know about that? Like, is that a thing, or is that a kind of your speculation that's going to happen? The big issue with Facebook groups won't allow other apps with StreamYard or other apps. So F them. That's from Jenna. Yeah, like the thing about Meta is they limit so much because they're trying to force people to pay for things. And people are like, they're problem solvers. They're going to figure out how to get around it. Won't be able to go live with a different app just through Facebook. I gotcha. Heard it from another creator who teaches people how to go live in Facebook groups. Wow. So there you go. Like, I mean, maybe you're not relying on Facebook groups to be able to go live, so it's still an option. But I would strongly suggest looking at other options too. And the only thing that you might want to think about is if you start in Facebook groups or another free group, and then you want to look at other options down the road, is everyone going to follow you? The thing I like about Skool, and correct me if I'm wrong, Jenna, I'm pretty sure I've seen it in here, but you can export all your email addresses from the community members within your community. So if you were to take them to another platform, it's just a one button, here you go, and then you can extract that. I'm pretty sure you can do that. The other thing you can do is you can upload as well. So if you have a Excel file, you can upload all your contacts into Skool as well.
Oh, yeah. Wow. So can you run an email marketing campaign off of Skool?
In a sense, you can, yes. Yep.
Is it like in a complicated sense, or is it like?
No, it's probably simpler. There's just rules around it.
And like what sort of rules?
They don't want you sending out daily emails, because if you do, there's a higher likelihood of you getting flagged. So you're only allowed to send an email out to your group every 72 hours.
Okay.
Okay. So you can, and it actually, you can do it as like a post on your, like in your community, and then send it out as an email. So it'll be posted and emailed out.
I see. Okay. Now, let me ask you, I don't know if you'd be able to answer or not, but if you had multiple, like say you had 3 different email campaigns that you're running, can you only run one of those every 72 hours or?
That I don't know yet.
Okay. Something to look into.
Yeah. But the key here, like the point I want to make on attracting the right people is try to take your audience and convert them into a community member. So don't just leave them at the audience level where they're just kind of paying attention to you. Try to get them to become a community member. The relationship deepens, and then you can take it further from there. So kind of some of the bullet points I had written here for attracting the right people is pour into your people. So we talked about this. Pour into your people and give value every time you show up. Don't make them question whether or not you're worth their time. Sure. Every time they show up, make sure you're giving them as much value as you possibly can. Make a call to action to communicate the unique benefits and purpose of your community, okay? So we're doing that right now, right? Leverage social proof. So any existing community members that are having a good experience and are happy to share a testimonial, leverage that, okay? Those are kind of the attracting points I had here. The next piece is how do you convert? No, sorry, we already talked about that. So converting audience member into members. So what do you do when someone clicks on add me to the community, right? What do you do when they put their hand up and they say, yes, please, I want to be a part of this community? One of the best things you can do right away is offer a warm welcome. So reach out to them, personalized greetings. So, hey, Ashby, it's great to have you in the community. Really looking forward to getting to know you better. Let me know how I can help you. It can be that simple, right? Or you can make it a little bit more based on your theme, right? Whatever you might be, your community might be about. Provide clear onboarding. So tell them exactly where to go to get whatever benefits you're telling them are within the community. So make sure they understand how to navigate the community and where to find everything that they'd be going there for. And then initiate engagement early. So get people engaged, get them into discussions. That's what I'm doing with the livecast topics. So, you know, if I know I'm going to try and show up tonight to go to the livecast, I want to hear a topic that I'm interested in, and I'm going to vote for something. So get people engaged any way you can. Yeah. Any comments, questions, anything on that?
Even more than engagement, like I think that's what's nice about how you're running yours, Scott, is like it gets people like in a position where they feel like they're being heard, right? Like their voice matters, and then we address it the next day. So I think it's a great way to just get everyone involved, right?
Absolutely. So to fix that problem, export your emails and use a different emailer if you need daily.
Yeah, for sure. I was thinking the same thing. Thanks, Jenna. Yeah.
Microgreens, Mike. Yeah, every 3 days you can email out. It's a more solid lead that way too, because they get into the mix. That's why the intro is so important. Absolutely, I agree with that. Funnel builders list goes on for the same price as Skool. Funnel builders. I've never used them, Courtney, so can't really speak to them. Okay. Last point here is how do you foster engagement and retention? A lot of it is very similar, very closely related, but create interactive content. We've already talked about that. Polls, make sure you use polls. You know how much, I'm a big poll guy. Q&As and challenge to keep the community lively and interactive. Recognize and reward participation. So that would be where those leaderboards come in too. So think of kind of cool, unique, fun ways to use that leaderboard and facilitate peer-to-peer connections. So Eric, when he entered the community, I asked, I can't remember how are you using live? where are you from, and what's your favorite movie, right? And Eric was talking about how he loved Lord of the Rings movies. Well,
Oh
I
yeah, okay.
tagged Sarah in that because that's how Sarah and I started to get to know each other. Was she told me she was from New Zealand and really tall like a tree, so I compared her to the tree people in Lord of the Rings. So I got those two talking because of that, right? And had a
Yeah.
little fun banter with me and Sarah about it. It's just those little things that can help really tighten up the community and foster and cultivate those relationships.
Yeah, for sure. And it happens just organically, right? It's
Exactly.
funny. I think it was Sarah. Was it her yesterday that like I think the kids flooded out her bathroom or something like that? I saw a video she did. Yeah.
Yep, exactly. Okay, we're at 10.2K likes. The other
Oh,
thing
nice.
too, I didn't mention this off the top, but Heather, if you notice, there's no topic. So I took off the topic based on our conversation. So yes, you can toggle off the topic of your live, okay? So Eric says that's great. He probably didn't know all the background story when I made that connection. So it probably makes a little bit more sense now. I haven't seen anything comparable to Skool for a long time. Long-term income potential, scalability, and simplicity. And I'm going to go in, this is going to sound very much like a sales pitch.
Yeah, I think we're already sounding like a paid promotion here.
Well, and I'm not trying to. I'm just like I truly believe in this, right? But I did kind of grab a few of the points like why Skool is good. So I'll just share some of those with you. It's a structured learning environment. Skool offers more structured environment for hosting courses and educational content, making it easier to organize materials for members to follow along. And if like maybe I'm going to do another quick poll here. And if you guys want me to take my phone off my tripod and show you how the back end is structured within like a course layout, give me the smiley face, sad face if you don't. Like I can open up where I'm putting the replays so you guys can see exactly how easy it is to create, like to dump in your videos for a course or any kind of educational product. So smiley face, you want to see it. Sad face, you do not.
While we're waiting for that, can I ask you a question, Scott?
Yeah.
So I noticed on Mike's, like he'll have restricted access to certain courses. So does Skool work in the sense that like when you got paid for say a high ticket or a big ticket course somewhere around the $800,
Yeah.
if somebody paid you for that, would you then manually go and unrestrict access for that individual? Okay.
I'm pretty sure it's a manual process, and that's something that I'm going to get back with Mike and understand the nuts and bolts a little bit better. But I think that it's a manual process right now.
Okay.
Yeah, but I'll show you that when we go in behind because everyone voted that they do want to see it. But before we do that, give me 2 more minutes because I just want to really hit these points that I think are the most important. And the distraction-free space, I think, is one of the most important elements of taking your community off of a place like Facebook, where they're going to get distracted and pulled in different directions, and you're not going to get the full community experience from your audience. So that, I think, is super, super important. I think that we're seeing Skool in its infancy, and there's not a ton of tools available yet, but there will be. Like it,
Oh
I
yeah.
think we'll see people building into it. It's super easy to use. I'll show you that in a second. To be honest with you guys, like when Jenna and I are chatting, her and I typically send each other messages through Skool. Like it's not text message, it's not TikTok. The thing I don't like about TikTok is you can't even do paragraphs. Like when you're DMing someone, you can't even hit enter to get a paragraph. It's just
You can't?
one long text.
Oh,
So
I can break mine up.
So I like for me personally, I love the text message feature within Skool. Like that's what I communicate with most people, you can send pictures. You can't do that on TikTok. So I really like the messenger feature on Skool as well. Then the other nice part is you have one messenger with all schools you're associated with. So if you created your own school, but you're a member of another school, the messenger is all integrated. So I like that.
Sure.
Yeah. And so you guys want to see the back end of it? You want to see how to put together a course? Yeah.
Yeah, let's do it. Roll with it, man. Let's have a look. Show the people what they want to see.
Yeah. Okay. Now, to be fair, you can get distracted by messages and notifications, but that's not the same as Facebook. Yes. Exactly. At least you're there for a single purpose, typically, unless you have multiple schools. Yes, love all the all-in-one messenger from Mike. Just need different pricing so you can run different promotions easier. You can do it manually and you can do it through different levels. Okay. Heck yeah, show me the money. Confetti. Yeah. Okay, here we go. I'll take you guys off the tripod and then I will show you how it looks. Okay. So here's my school. Okay. So if most people have probably already seen this. If you're not already a part of the community, please go click the link in my bio here on TikTok and it will take you to the page to ask to become a member. So make sure you guys do that after you're off the live cast here, or do it right now, whatever you like. So you can see this post right here, just like I said, a warm welcome. So this is the message, your location, greatest challenge, keeping you from going all in on live, and then your favorite movie. So this is how we welcome people, and I'll show you something else that is an option within the community that I turned on that I think helps as well. But like I said, I'm going to show you the classroom. So I'm starting to build out all the different classrooms that I have, okay? So you'll see like the live cast replays. Some of you may have gone in there to watch the replays of these live casts. Here's my pocket coaching that I'm going to be releasing here at the beginning of March. And the offer is that I was going to make to you guys is if you email me tonight at scott@monetizedlife.com, I will give you lifetime access to my pocket coaching for $9 a month. And there will be other benefits that come along with that I can't talk about just yet, which really sucks for an offer. But $9 a month for you guys, because you guys are so amazing and you show up every night. $9 for life. It will be launching at the beginning of March, but that's a one-time deal, $9 for life. So email me at scott@monetizedlife.com or send me a DM, that'll work, and we'll go from there. 10-day go live challenge, and then personal branding mastery is coming soon as well. So I've just started to build this out, but this is what it looks like on the other side. So if you were to click in here and you want to watch some of the live cast replays, here's all the different dates that are available. So we've been doing this for about 2 weeks now. Once we get to March, there will be a drop-down menu that says March. But of course, since we've only been doing it since February, only February in here. Now, if I want to add one, I just go add module to set, and then boom. It shows up down here. I come over here, hit the edit button, and then I just add my video. So I've already uploaded it to YouTube at this point. I put the link in there. I push add, and then it shows up here. Then you can come in here, put any kind of scripts or, promotions that you want to put associated with that video, and then you click save. Okay?
And it is a pretty slick setup, hey? Like pretty user-friendly.
Very user-friendly. Like every night, the toughest part is downloading the live and then uploading it to YouTube. But once it's ready to go, this part takes me 2 minutes.
Yeah.
2 minutes.
Yeah, I can see that.
Okay. So it is very, very easy. And then let's go into, so if we go into here, Boom. Okay. So this, if anyone saw my post earlier, that is coming. So I would put the description, say once it's ready to go, I put the description in here, and I'll just put, one of these up here as an example, okay? This won't be it, but let's just say it is. Save. Okay.
Scott, I know you got your hands full there, but there was a couple folks asking. Your email was scott@monetizedlife.com, is it?
Yeah, do you want to type it in for me there, Ashby, so people can
Yeah.
see it? It's just scott@monetizedlife.com. So just like it's spelt here in the image, monetized with a D, life.com. So you guys can see, like, I've done this in a matter of seconds, right? But here, this is, Ashby, this is your question. So right here it says all members have access. For a paid program, you would just go only some members have access, and then you would give them access once you get paid.
I see. Okay.
And then it goes into the same screen for this class that I showed you before. But if we go back out to the list of classrooms, you can see it listed there. That's how quickly you can make the framework that then you build within. So as you can see, it's really user-friendly to build it out.
It looks super quick and efficient. How about, like, so say you made an offer, if you were selling, like, just now for pocket coaching, if you could take a payment for any amount, or how do you set that up in order to process payments?
So you'd have to send a Stripe link. So you make it in Stripe, and then you send that payment link out to the individual for $9. And then once you get confirmation that they've paid, then you go and grant them access.
I see. Okay.
Okay. All right. Okay. Microgreens Mike, have a good night. He's going to do his live. I love it.
Yes, sir. We'll see you tomorrow, buddy.
We're going to see him on the stage tomorrow.
Yes.
Okay, I'm going to put you guys back on the tripod. But sorry guys, I was not paying attention to the comments while I was doing that. So what questions, comments, concerns do you guys have? Okay. Yes. Now to be fair. Okay, here we are. Show me the money. Heck yeah. It's free to do it. Okay, I want in. Eric, are you talking about the pocket coaching? What subject line for the email? Honestly, I don't get a lot of email yet, so anything. Just say I want
surprise.
Pocket coaching. Email sent. Can someone write out the email for me? I didn't catch it. So Eric, if you still didn't catch it, let me know. I uploaded 60 videos on Skool the other day, about 45 minutes. Yeah. Like Mike said, he just
Holy shit, who is that? Mike?
Mike. Yeah.
Man, he's a savage, hey?
Oh, he's killing it. I'm looking forward to the conversation tomorrow night. Maybe just for anyone that came in late, because I only really announced it at the beginning, but Microgreens Mike, one of our community members, great guy, really crushing it, putting in a lot of effort and energy to build exactly everything we talk about here. He just announced he had to take off because he's doing his live. He's going to be here tomorrow night on this live cast, the first time that we have a guest on here to do an interview. So hopefully you guys will come support him, hear his story. Like, I've only heard a little bit of his story. I'm so interested to hear the rest, but just kind of some of the drops that he's given me, like, I think it's going to be a really powerful story.
Yeah, no, that's sweet. I'm looking forward to it.
What do you use to record your videos? I use Loom, or I honestly, for a lot of my content, I just take the live replays and chop them up. Got to be fast to beat you, Jenna. Microgreens Mike, I was being sassy in my email. That's what I get for sassiness. Okay, Mike's off to do his live. And there we go. Okay. A few more popped up here.
Yeah, Courtney.
You could do payment and stand store too, I believe, with the $99 plan for the subscription part. You could, yeah. Or system so many different ways. Absolutely. Great time to share a little bit about the ending call. Can we just download the lives from our TikTok? Yes, Christian. So if you go into the back end of TikTok, so if you, once you're done the live here, just go, like, once you go to your kind of home screen, go up to the top right hand side with the 3 lines, click on that, go over to where it says live, go down to the left hand side towards the bottom, it'll say replays, and it will have every live that you've done for the last 30 days. They delete after 30 days, and you can download every single one of them. There's actually a video on my page if you want to go watch that. It'll show you step by step how to do that. Yes, so why don't we jump into the live, because we're down to the last 5 minutes, or sorry, the call from today.
Shit.
But Mike Gowans talked about how he's going to be moving all of his stuff onto Skool. That's kind of his plan, and I was texting with him right before the live here now, and that's still his plan. He hasn't changed his mind. And what he wants to do is he wants to do a complete, like, tear down, get rid of every other system he has and run everything through Skool. And
Yeah, because he runs system.io, he runs Go High Level, he's got quite a few on the go. So if he's trying to streamline all of that here, I'm curious to see if that's doable.
Exactly. And what he wants to do too is with the people in the community, he wants to build it with them. Kind of like a work with me type session, look over my shoulder, do the same thing kind of thing. So be paying attention to his stuff too, but we will be reporting back on here too, because I texted him and I'm like, I'm in. To drop all my funnels, not have to worry about any funnel, and just do everything from Skool. I think Jenna said it best. She said, fuck yeah. So
I don't know if it's possible. I'll tell you right now, I'm skeptical if that's Christian. We'll catch you later, buddy. I know you're gonna have to outsource your email, so you'd have to have a separate. Not that I plan on emailing every day, not by any means, but say you had 5 different products that all have a different email campaign. What do you do there? Skool can't house that.
The one thing I would say is, in the last little while here, Mike has never led me astray.
Yeah, no, and I believe it too, but he's also the guy that preaches way more emails than I send out too, so that's why I'm curious. Do you know what I mean? You know how he is, an email a fucking day, every day, and like that's aggressive in my opinion, but it's business.
But he also said something interesting today where he said, like, on the call, earlier on the call, he was like, you know what? The best thing you can do is just go live. He's like, if I went live, I'd make money. Just go live. And that's what the other side of me is pointed. So I'm kind of like, my focus areas right now, I'm feeling pretty jazzed up about. Because you go live, you spend an hour, you spend 2 hours, you spend all fucking weekend with people, whatever the fuck you want, decide what you want to do, and then just start pushing people to Skool. And they're going to start building loyalty. They're going to start building rapport. They're going to start building a relationship with you. And then all you got to do is just make new offerings within the same community that they're showing up to hang out with you in.
So like, I am all for that. And there's absolutely nothing wrong with that. But I have an argument from a parenting perspective where you only have so many hours in a fucking day too. So sometimes like an automated system is handy in some regards too. You get what I mean? Like, I'm
100%. Yeah. I get you. I just like the simplicity of it, and the fact that you only pay for the one system now.
Yeah, 100%. I think it's worth every penny. Make no mistake about it, Scott. I'm not arguing that at all. I'm just saying, if they could find a way to dial in the emails, I feel like, as far as I know right now, that's kind of the only missing piece. And I do understand why they do that too. Like, it makes perfect sense. I mean,
well, if you think about it, even the email that Tamara got about system.io, maybe that's the way system's going to go too.
It could be. I know we are in a new era of emails, like Jenna said there. There's no arguing that at all. Really quick, Mel just said she booked her one-on-one with Mike today. Mel, I am jacked for you. That's going to be an absolute game changer. So that's exciting.
For sure. Britt said, I need to go live more often. Britt, you want to go live? Let me know. I'll come on with you. If you want help or you want to co-pilot, let me know. I booked my one-on-one with Mike. Yep, Mel got that. Heck yeah, so excited for you. Yeah, awesome. Okay. We're down to the last minute, so I'll remind everyone tomorrow, Microgreens Mike, right here, same time, tomorrow night. We're going to be interviewing him. So looking forward to that. Live-a-thon all weekend. Come work with me. Come to just ask. Like anything you guys want to do. If you want to talk about what you're doing, your business, your funnel, your whatever, I'm going to be there. Come talk to me. Let's bounce ideas off of each other. Let's work through things, whatever you guys want to do. Like I said, pocket coaching today only, launching at the beginning of March. So it'll be a couple of weeks before the videos start coming out, but one day only, $9 a month for the rest of your life. And what do you got?
All that sounds really exciting, man. I'm looking forward to the live-a-thon this weekend. I'm proud of you for throwing an offer out today. I've been plugging away like a dog. I'm looking forward to the weekend, man. I'm going to try to get a pile of shit done and jump on the live and have a couple little bullshit sessions. So all is well in my world. I appreciate every single one of you for turning up for us again today. I hope everybody's jacked up for the weekend. It should be a good one.
Oh yeah, it's going to be a good one. It's going to be a banger. I've been trying to use that because that's what the kids say, I think.
Yeah, they do say that for sure. But my kids, they got their own lingo for sure. I'm gonna have to start Googling every fucking word that comes out of their mouth pretty soon.
Britt, I can't make any promises. I can't.
Yeah.
Okay. All right, guys. We'll see you guys tomorrow night.
Yeah, I appreciate y'all. Catch you later, Scott.